So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, I hope you can see we'll be doing a revision of MH CET for GK current affairs and all. And we have already done part 1 in the last Sunday at 8 p.m. And this is actually the second part that we are going to do in this class. So am I audible, visible? Is everything fine? So I have noticed one thing. So when I could see the PYQs of MH CET, I had seen that questions are being asked from days. Important days are being asked specifically. Themes they're asking less. Themes come pushte hain, but days are very much being asked. Okay. So I have decided to actually discuss, since it is a revision series, I will do the revision of the important days in a fast manner, and you are supposed to answer it in the live section so that there will be a fast revision for you all. So let us begin with the first question. When do we celebrate Pravasi Bharatiya Divas? And please tell me the reason also. If you tell me the reason, I'll be very happy to know. Yes, it is important for Jamia and AMU also. Yes, because of course days and themes, days are very much asked in different exams. Okay, so yeah, of course important. So when do we celebrate Pravasi Bharatiya Divas? And the English word for this is NRI, non-resident Indian Day. And please tell me who was the chief guest this year. Yes, 9th January 1915, because Gandhiji returned from South Africa on this day. Yes, very good. Many people have answered. Dharini, Namo, Koshagra, you are right. Yes. So basically, Gandhiji was born in Gujarat, in Porbandar on 2nd October 1869. In the year 1893, he went from Gujarat to South Africa as a lawyer, to help someone. There was a person called as Abdullah for him. Then actually, he came back in with bag and baggage on 9th January 1915. Okay, that is why 9th January is celebrated as non-resident Indian Day or Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. Who was the chief guest this year? Carla Kangalu karke something name was there. So the person is actually this year the chief guest was a Trinidad and Tobago's head of the state. Trinidad and Tobago's. This is actually one of the island of West Indies or Caribbean, jisko kehte hain. So the head of the state, I think either he was a president or prime minister. Please check it once. And his name is something Kangalu. Yes, Kushagra, you were right. So he was actually the chief guest this year. Please read about it because we have already taught these things in current affairs and all, but you should know it. Okay. So Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is being celebrated since 2003, started by Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. This event every year it happens and all. Okay. The next is National Youth Day is celebrated on which day? And please tell me the reason. Like there's a birthday of a very famous personality on this day. National Youth Day. In fact, National Youth Festival is also celebrated. And I hope you all should be answering it. Yes, Swami Vivekananda ji. And what was the original name of Swami Vivekananda ji? Can anyone tell me? Original name. And one more thing I want to ask is there was a very famous speech given by Swami Vivekananda ji on 11th September 1893. Where? Yes, his original name was Narendra Nath Datta. Yes, yes, Namo and Dharini, you both are right. Let me write it, Narendra Nath Datta. And what is the name of the famous speech given by him? Not in Boston. Boston, Chicago में था ना, World Religious Conference in Chicago. ठीक है, ठीक है. That is what you should be knowing about. Yes, it's a very famous speech and all, sometimes being asked in the exam. Or that is what you should know. And there is a very famous mission started by him. What is that mission? ये भी पूछते हैं, मैंने देखा है. पता है एग्जाम में क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा था? In one exam, this question was asked. इनका बहुत फेमस कोट है कि who said this? And this is और फिर उसमें स्टेटमेंट लिखा हुआ था, I will consider इस तरह करके every Indian a traitor who has prospered in India. Every Indian a traitor he who has prospered in India but has not looked towards poor. जो इंडिया में खुशहाल रहा, अच्छे से पैसे कमाया, लेकिन उसने गरीब का ख्याल नहीं रखा. So this statement, something not exactly, मतलब मैं rough idea आपको दे रहा हूँ. और they gave 4 options and the answer was Swami Vivekananda ji. ठीक है. So that is what you should know. So he talked about that. And the mission is Ramakrishna mission. Why? Because his guru's name was Ramakrishna Paramahansa, है ना. तो स्वामी विवेकानंद जी के जो गुरु थे उनका नाम था रामकृष्ण परमहंस. And if you are living in Delhi and you have traveled on Delhi metro, then one stop I think before Karol Bagh is Ramakrishna mission metro stop. I think 1 or 2 stop before that, है ना, near to that. खैर ये सब पता होना चाहिए. That is what you should know. So Swami Vivekananda ji 12 January was born. Narendra Nath Datta was his original name. ठीक है ना. Established Ramakrishna mission. That is what you should know. Introduction of Vedanta and yoga and all these things you should know. है ना. देखो Chicago ये ना 1893 Chicago conference is famous for that. So just have an idea. The rest is when do we celebrate Army Day and why? ये बता दो. I'll be very happy. 1st February, 15th February, 29th February, 26th January. I have made a separate class on this. Army Day पे मैंने एक separate class भी लिया था. Just search, go on our YouTube and search Army Day career launcher law entrance. Search करा, you'll get it. When do we celebrate Army Day? Yes. So the right answer is option B, 15 January 1949. है ना. So General Cariappa, who later on became Field Marshal, General Cariappa. He took the charge from a British officer. Okay. I don't remember उनका British officer का नाम भी नहीं याद आ रहा है, but he took that, है ना. Just remember it. इससे related एक और question पूछते हैं कि first Field Marshal of India कौन थे? Who was given the title of first Field Marshal? This is very famous question, very much asked in different exams. बहुत जगह पूछा जाता है. Field Marshal the 5-star rank officer. Because generally an army chief in India, whether it's army chief or air force chief or navy chief, they are given 4-star rank. 5-star rank 2 दिया गया है army में और 1 दिया गया है air force में, and navy में I think no one has got. ठीक है. Yes. So Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw इन पर फिल्म वगैरह भी बनी है ना. He was the first to get Field Marshal rank and second was Cariappa was given. तो बोलोगे सर ये तो पहले थे. He was the first Indian army chief. है ना. He was the army chief somewhere around 1971 war के आसपास. So he was given first during his tenure as an army chief, and he was given later on, very much later on. ठीक है. ठीक है. Although मतलब retirement के बाद इनको काफी बाद में दिया गया था. And there is one British and there is one Air Force officer. He has also got, yes, Captain Arjun Singh. Very good, Kushagra. He has also gone 5-star rank. Got 5-star rank. As far as my knowledge is concerned, no Navy officer has got 5-star rank. Just remember it. सैम मनेक्षा वाला खूब पूछते हैं एग्जाम में. ये मैंने देखा है बहुत सारे एग्जाम में पूछते हुए. I don't know why, because I guess because question maker copy question from one exam to other. तो जैसे कहीं देख लिया किसी और एग्जाम में पूछा होगा, चलो ये पूछ देते हैं. So these things do happen. I hope you are aware. है ना. 15 January 1949. है ना. Because yes, the British Army officer was General Francis Roy Bocher, and from here General Cariappa took the charge. The Lieutenant General उस time पे थे, but after taking the charge he became General. And after retirement, later on, he was given Field Marshal. So now we can call him as Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa. Okay. And he was, he was from the Coorg district. Coorg is a very famous district in Karnataka. Famous for what? Famous for the cultivation of what? Please tell me. Ajay, question, since we are talking about MH CET, although we will discuss this in geography classes, but I'll be asking something about Maharashtra also. Okay. So this is the west coast. Okay. This is somewhat, I'm making a rough sketch. This is Maharashtra, right? And since we are discussing about MH CET, we should be talking about that. And this is Karnataka. So I'm writing KT, Karnataka. Here is Goa. Yahan pe somewhere roughly you'll find Coorg, famous for coffee. Yes. Largest coffee state, like the largest producer of coffee is Karnataka. Yes, very good. Dharani or Jaspreet Thakur right now. So that is what you should know. एक दो चीज आपको पता होना चाहिए. इस रीजन में जो बहुत ज्यादा बारिश होती है, एक तरह का सॉइल पाया जाता है एकदम वेस्ट में. What is that soil called? Where actually एकदम कॉर्नर में. ठीक है. And the rest of the state of the Maharashtra has which soil? So these are the homework. Go and find out. ठीक है. So I'm discussing maybe we'll continue to have this series every Sunday at 8 p.m. So I'll be asking these things. Laterite soil, yes, Dharani. Laterite soil is there where you will find heavy rainfall. So south western monsoon आता है तो इसीलिए ठीक है. We'll discuss it. Otherwise, in general, if you talk about Maharashtra, there is a black soil in general. ठीक है. Yes. So we'll discuss about that when we'll get a chance to discuss geography session. Fine. The next is, when do we celebrate National Voters Day? National Voters Day कब मनाते हैं? Please tell me the reason also. National Voters Day. 25th January 1950. What happened? Election Commission of India was established. It is a how many member body? Who is the chairperson? Who is the chief election commissioner? It's a 3-member body comprising of chief election commissioners and 2 election commissioners. Yes, very good. Who is the chief election commissioner? Mr. Ganesh Kumar. ये पूछते हैं Ganesh Kumar because he has recently become the chief election commissioner after the retirement of Mr. Rajiv Kumar. So Mr. Rajiv Kumar retired in February, 17-18 February के आसपास he retired. And now we are having a new Mr. Ganesh Kumar. And this is very, very important. Yes, first was Kumar Sen. Great. Okay, so you all are knowing it. Let's move on to the next one. And the National Voters Day. इनका एक दो initiative, एक sweep करके initiative है ना, और एक C-Vigil करके app है. So these are some of the initiatives you should read about it. The next is World Wetland Day. Very much. This is a previous year question asked in CLAT. World Wetland Day. And how many Ramsar sites are there currently in India? World Wetland Day is on which day? Please tell me and reason also. Reason बताते जाइए. Yes, it is a revision series, so I'm expecting you to write more. 2nd February 1971, Ramsar Convention was signed. Ramsar is a city in Iran. And that is why 2nd February is celebrated as World Wetland Day. Currently, we are having 85 plus 4, 89 sites. On this year, 2nd February 2025, we have seen 4 sites getting added. And that is why it is 85 plus 4, 89 right now. Yes, very good. Kushagar, 89. Great. 4 were added. So that is what you should know. और ये बहुत favorite होता है exam question maker का. ठीक है? Ramsar site, they are very much asked. And why it is important? Wetland, because these are, मैंने एक term बताया था, ecotone. When I taught about wetland. You understand what is ecotone? थोड़ा सा slightly on the higher side, but you should know. ठीक है, डेज पूछते हैं मैथ सेट. ठीक है, और ये जो वर्ल्ड वेटलैंड डे है ये तो हर एग्जाम में पूछा आता है. दिस इज फेवरेट. ecotone means there are 2 ecosystem, and if the 2 ecosystem meets, this region is called as ecotone and it has high biodiversity. जैसे estuary हो गया, wetland हो गया, mangroves हो गया. ठीक है, then we have deltas. These are the places where 2 biosphere or 2 ecosystem merge, and that is why the place of overlapping of these, and that is why it is very, very important. आपने देखा होगा wetland में बहुत सारे protection. It's very important actually. Wetland protection is very important. ठीक है, तो ये तो मैंने बताया था. I have made videos and all. The next is International Mother Language Day, and this is related with which country? इस पर मैंने एक separate video बनाया था 2-3 months back. Yes, and it is celebrated by which organization of UN? 21st February. Very good. Yes, Bangladesh. Yes, UNESCO celebrates this, and it is related with Bangladesh because Bangladesh was formed. It was before 1971. It was East Pakistan, but because of language issue, the language issue, Urdu versus Bangla issue, that happened. That Bangladesh they started demanding the language issue, and later on it became Bangladesh. So just have a rough idea about it. And yes, it is celebrated International Mother Language Day on 21st February. Yes, multilingual something. Yes, करके theme पे. ठीक है, मैंने देखा है MH में theme थोड़ा कम पूछते हैं, but days ज़्यादा पूछते हैं. ठीक है, so you have to focus more on that. But yes, if you are reading theme, then of course it is good enough. ठीक है, UNESCO है ना, cultural diversity etc. है ना, देखो लिखा ना, East Bengal, Bangladesh and all later on became. So these are the things. Language issue became one of the things you should know. The next is National Science Day. Which day and which person is associated with this National Science Day? National Science Day. Which person is associated? Yes, Dr. C.V. Raman. Why? He came up with a Raman effect. पता ये COT में पूछा हुआ है. I'll tell you how. Okay. This came in Raman effect, and Raman effect is actually an effect on scattering of light. Why I'm saying it? Because COT में match the following में दिया हुआ था. एक साइड 3-4 साइंटिस्ट के नेम लिखे थे और यहाँ पर अचीवमेंट्स लिखा होता. So here was written C.V. Raman, and one of the achievement was related with scattering of light. ये लिखा हुआ था. So you have to match that because Raman effect is related with something with scattering of light. Okay. Okay, and this was again asked. So C.V. Raman actually gave this concept on 28th February 1928, and 2 years later in 1930 he got Nobel Prize in Physics. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. So B is the right answer. There is a C.V. Raman Road in Delhi also, which is very near to Jamia College. C.V. Raman Road. हाँ, हरगोबिंद खुराना भी तो ऑप्शन में, and he had done research on DNA etc. ठीक है, DNA या जीन वगैरह अगर ऐसा वर्ड मिलेगा, जीन DNA ऐसा वर्ड मिलेगा ऑप्शन में, so go for हरगोबिंद खुराना. हरगोबिंद खुराना. ठीक है. Yes. So that is what you should be knowing. So B is the right answer है ना. इनके बारे में थोड़ा सा पढ़ लीजिएगा. देखो लिखा लाइट स्कैटरिंग ऑफ लाइट पर इनका रिसर्च है. So हो सकता है रमन इफेक्ट नहीं लिखा हो, but you have to understand कि अच्छा रमन स्कैटरिंग इफेक्ट है ना. These are the things you should be knowing about. The next is World Wildlife Day is on 3rd March, 9th March, 8th March, 21st March. World Wildlife Day. Yes, the right answer is 3rd March. Very good, Tamo. A is the right answer. Dharini or Jasvi Kushagra, you all are right. है ना? So 3rd March. Just remember the names. है ना? World Wildlife Day. ठीक है. अच्छा, इससे रिलेटेड एक अग्रीमेंट भी साइट से पता होना चाहिए. कन्वेंशन ऑन इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड इन एंडेंजर्ड स्पीसीज ऑफ वाइल्ड फॉना एंड फ्लोरा. तो ये इंश्योर करती है, ऑफ कोर्स इंडिया इज अ सिग्नेटरी टू दैट, है ना. सो साइट्स इंश्योर दैट to protect the animals and plants. It ensures that if there is an endangered species, then you have to there are some regulations that you are supposed to follow while doing export and import of these things. Okay. So that is what you should know. The next is International Women's Day. Very easy, and I'm expecting everyone to answer. Yes, the right answer is 8 March. Why only 2 answers? Namo, Dharini, you both are right. That is what you should know. And it's all about equality and all Women's Day. Okay. और International Day of Women Judges, ये भी मैंने बताया था. Yes, Namo, very good. So 8 plus 2 is 10. और हो सकता है ये पूछ ले because women judges, because you are in that field. So maybe they can ask this. So B is the right answer to this question. Yes, Dharini, you're right. B is the right answer. Yes, Namo. The next is International Day of Women Judges. है ना, तो ये अपना देख लीजिएगा थोड़ा. The next one is International Day of Happiness. Global Happiness Index वगैरह निकलती है ना. एक एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन पूछा था कि जो कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ हैप्पीनेस इंडेक्स और ग्रॉस हैप्पीनेस इंडेक्स is mentioned in the constitution of which country? I was seeing a PYQ and I could see this. So which country? So the right answer is 20th March. B is the right answer. Bhutan. So the concept was actually there in Bhutan, which was brought at the world level, and they came up with the concept of gross national happiness and all. Okay. Bhutan. Yes, Dharini, Kushagar, you both right. A is the right answer to this question. World Water Day कब होता है? World Water Day is yes, 22nd March. D is the right answer to this question. That is what you should know. Yes, Namo, you are right. Dharini, you all are right. Kushagra. World TB Day, tuberculosis. The largest burden is on India. I'm sure you must be aware of this. And there is a vaccine also, for that. BCG vaccine for children. Tuberculosis. So the right answer is B is the right answer. It is caused by a bacteria, and it affects mostly it affects lungs, but it can happen to other parts of the body also. So B is the right answer. Yes, Namo, Dharini, Kushagra, you all are right. टीबी मुक्त भारत अभियान, इस तरह करके ना, टीबी मुक्त भारत अभियान. So this is an initiative. So the WHO's target is 2030, but our target is to eliminate by 2025, which I think is very difficult to achieve because we still have a lot of TB issues in India. So B is the right answer. That is what you should be doing. Yes, Tamo, very good. The next is World Health Day. When do we celebrate? And it is celebrated why? Because WHO, World Health Organization, was established on this date. And if you tell me the theme, I'll be very happy to know. Yes, Namo Kushagra Dharani, you are right. 7th April 1948. WHO was established. Yes. And where is headquarters? So it is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. And who is the Director General? So the Director General is Mr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. Okay. Health is my right. Good. Very good. She is the right answer. The next is World Earth Day. कब होता है? 22nd March, 22nd April, 29th April, 21st April. World Earth Day is on 22nd April. है ना? So B is the right answer. Very good. Namo Dharini Kushagra, you are right. B is the right answer to this question. National Panchayati Raj Day. And which amendment is related with this? And which part of the Indian Constitution is related with this? तो बता सकता है? Yes, 73rd. Very good. 24th April को we celebrate and part बताना है. So 73rd Amendment 1992 and 24th April को it came into the force. And part, which part actually? 11th schedule. Yes, it is 11th schedule talks about panchayats and 12th schedule talks about municipality. So इसमें हो जाएगा part 9 talks about this. है ना? Part 9 and 11th schedule. Part 9 and 11th schedule is related with panchayats, and part 9A and 12th schedule is related with urban local bodies, मतलब municipalities जिसको कहते हो, municipalities. And we have discussed part also. Okay, just have an idea. A is the right answer. Yes, very good. The next is International Labour Day is on which day? And the organization related with this is ILO. इनकी बहुत सारी रिपोर्ट है, बहुत रीसेंट बहुत फेमस रिपोर्ट है, वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक सोशल आउटलुक रिपोर्ट. आपने नाम सुना ये? अभी अखबार में था, वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक एंड सोशल आउटलुक रिपोर्ट. ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड नो. ILO का है ना. 1st May. Yes, A is the right answer. Yes, Kushagra, right. Maharashtra Day also. Yes, very good. Now you're right. Dharani, A is the right answer. International Labour Day. A is the right answer to this question. And a Labor Day, why? Because 1st May को शिकागो में स्ट्राइक हुआ था, बहुत फेमस एंड ऑल. दैट इज व्हाई वी सेलिब्रेट लेबर डे एंड ऑल. ठीक है, ये तो 2024 का थीम ही, ये नहीं याद रखना. द नेक्स्ट इज वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम डे. ऑन दिस डे वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम इंडेक्स इज रिलीज्ड. वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम इंडेक्स is released by which agency? What is the name of the agency? RSF. It is actually an NGO, France-based NGO. उसका नाम क्या है? Reporters Sans Frontier. And if you know little bit French or English, you know sans मतलब होता है without, और frontier का मतलब होता है border. So it is also called as Reporters Without Borders. It is an NGO from France. Yes, very good. नामो धरनी. यस. हाँ, इंडाइसेस वगैरह भी पूछते हैं एग्जाम्स में. तो अभी वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम इंडेक्स तो 3rd मई को, तभी लेटेस्ट वाला तो आएगा. सो यू हैव टू वेट फॉर दैट. So 3rd May, and on this day UNESCO gives a very famous award to its journalist. What is the name of that award? हाँ, इंडाइसेस इंडिया का रैंक 1st रैंक. हाँ, यस. हाँ, अब लास्ट वाला तो नहीं पूछेंगे, अब 3rd मई को आ जाएगा अपडेटेड. यूनेस्को gives a very famous award on this day. And the award is named after a Colombian journalist. एक कोलंबिया के जर्नलिस्ट हैं. बहुत सा टेढ़ा नाम है, but you should remember. UNESCO Guillermo Cano World Press Freedom Award. Cano World Press Freedom Award. This award is given every year on 3rd May. ठीक है. So that is what you should know. सो नहीं, मेजर राधिका सिंह वो दूसरा अवार्ड था, वो यूएन पीस कीपर्स का अवार्ड था ना, ठीक है. This is actually last year, as far as I could remember, it was given to Palestinian journalists. This is given for journalists. तो आप राधिका सिंह लिख रहे हो, she is an army officer, ठीक है. So B is the right answer. ठीक है. The next one is National Technology Day. 19th May, 10th May, 7th May, 11th May. What is the right answer? National Technology Day. So why? Because on this day in 1998, India tested Pokhran 2. What is Pokhran 2? Please tell me. Pokhran is a place in Rajasthan. What happened here? Yes, 11th May 1998. Pokhran 2, name of the operation. Please tell me, we have two operations, 1974 and 1998. दोनों का नाम बताइए. These were asked in the exam. Yes, Operation Shakti. Who was the Prime Minister? So 1998 से 96 में कुछ दिन के लिए थे, but 1998 से 2004 तक अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी was the Prime Minister. So AB Vajpayee. I'm writing ABV in short. ठीक है. 1974 Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister. Srimati Indira Gandhi. And what is the name? Operation Smiling Buddha. Very good. Very good. Very good. Great. ऐसे होता है रिवीजन, फास्ट रिवीजन, ठीक है. यस, सो दीस आर द थिंग्स यू शुड बी नोइंग इट. अच्छा, एक और है इनसे रिलेटेड, एक तो एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम साहब यहाँ थे, एंड देयर इज वन मोर साइंटिस्ट, उनका पूरा नाम नहीं याद आ रहा, बट चिदम्बरम करके उनका नाम था, एंड आई थिंक ही डाइड रिसेंटली. ठीक है, आप एक बार चेक करना. ओके, समथिंग चिदम्बरम करके नाम था. ही वाज आल्सो वेरी फेमस साइंटिस्ट ड्यूरिंग दैट ऑपरेशन, एंड ही डाइड इन, आई थिंक, इन द लास्ट 1 ईयर. तो शायद उनसे क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, ठीक है. सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल. So that is why we celebrate National Technology Day. देखो, साइंस डे अलग है. नेशनल साइंस डे इज ऑन 28 फरवरी, ठीक है, एंड दिस इज नेशनल टेक्नोलॉजी डे. एक नेशनल स्पेस डे भी होता है, वो कब है? इस दिन चंद्रयान 3 जमीन टच किया था मून को. नेशनल साइंस डे हो गया 28 फरवरी. दिस इज नेशनल स्पेस डे आल्सो, when Chandrayaan 3 touched the moon, 23rd August. Very good. Dharini Namo, great. हाँ, so वो जो विक्रम लैंडर है ना, and प्रज्ञान रोवर was there, है ना, तो याद होगा. That was very much in the news. Shiv Shakti point is that point called. Yes, Namo. The next one, हाँ, चलो हम लोग पोखरान थोड़ा सा देख लेते हैं. This is actually the state of Rajasthan and very near to Pakistan. There is Pokhran, ठीक है, where the 2 nuclear tests have happened, ठीक है. So there's a reason desertic area खोजा जाता है, ताकि it should not harm the normal population, because when you test nuclear weapon and all, so of course it will harm the people. तो इसीलिए इस तरह एरिया ढूंढा जाता है. And there are a lot of strategic reason, etc., etc. Fine. Let's move on to the next one. International Day of Biodiversity is on which day? अच्छा, आपको पता है इंडिया के पास 4 बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट है. डू यू नो दिस? Okay. One actually passes through Maharashtra. Since we are talking about MH CET, that is why we are discussing this also. Yes, Namo Dharani, you all are right. B is the right answer. ठीक है, मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ, अगर कहीं इंडिया का मैप मिल जाए, फुल मैप. Okay, no problem, I'll make. देखो, 4 biodiversity hotspots. हाँ, सह्याद्री, वेस्टर्न घाट कह सकते हो. One is Himalaya, and there is Indo-Burma region, जो नॉर्थ ईस्ट का रीजन है, ठीक है. Then we have वेस्टर्न घाट, जिसको सह्याद्री भी कहते हैं, वेस्टर्न घाट प्लस श्रीलंका, एंड अनदर इज सुंदरलैंड. अब बोलोगे ये क्या है? सुंदरलैंड जो है पूरा इंडोनेशिया है, बट व्हाई यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इट? बिकॉज़ निकोबार आइलैंड उसी का पार्ट है, सुंदरलैंड का, और अंडमान जो है इसका पार्ट है. सो देयर आर 4 biodiversity hotspots. So which one passes through Maharashtra? Of course, common sense will tell you that it is वेस्टर्न घाट, ये वाला, ठीक है, सह्याद्री which is called, ठीक है. सह्याद्री and वेस्टर्न घाट are same thing, ठीक है. अच्छा, I have one more question. Western Ghat passes through how many states? Can anyone tell me? And which is the highest peak of Western Ghat? Yes, these 4 biodiversity hotspots are internationally recognized. Yes, IUCN ये कोई body, I don't remember. It's not UNESCO. There is some other body which recognizes. ठीक है, that's what I'm saying. Western Ghat कहाँ से गुजरता है? गुजरात, महाराष्ट्र, गोवा, कर्नाटका, केरला, and I think part of Tamil Nadu also. 1 2 3 4 5 6 होगा, ठीक है. Yes, highest peak of Western Ghat is Annai Modi. You will find it in Kerala, ठीक है. And you know, there is something special in Western Ghat. So the Western Ghat increases, the height on an average height increases from here to here. यहाँ average height जो होगी, यहाँ पे average height ज़्यादा होगी, इसलिए अन्नाई मोदी में you will find highest peak. Yes, Western Ghat is also some portion is in Gujarat as well. ठीक है, that is what you should know. Okay, let's move on. World Environment Day कब होता है and why do we celebrate on this day? Please tell me. Why के साथ बताना है. There's something happened on this day. Fifth June 1972, Stockholm Conference happened. Stockholm Conference, which led to the establishment of UNEP. Very good. United Nations Environment Program. Where is it is headquartered? Yes, Namo Dharani, you both are right. Where it is headquartered? 5 June बहुत important होता है. World Environment Day is very, very important. Headquartered UNEP is headquartered surprisingly not in like Geneva or something like that, but it is in Nairobi. Because generally लोग सोचते थोड़ी है कि यहाँ थोड़ी होगा headquarter. Unless until you know it, it's Nairobi, Kenya, not Namibia. ठीक है. So that is what you should know. तो मैं बता देता हूँ. This is Africa continent. ठीक है, अफ्रीका है, ये सऊदी अरब है, ये इंडिया है, ये वाला इंडिया हो गया. यहाँ पर आपको केनिया मिलेगा. The capital is Nairobi. नामीबिया यहाँ है. नामीबिया से भी ब्रॉड चीता. हाँ, ठीक है. So you have to be careful. उसकी कैपिटल जो है नायरोबी है, और नायरोबी और नामीबिया सिमिलर टाइप का नाम लगता है, इसलिए I'm sure you must have got confused. No problem. You keep on revising it, you will be able to remember. The next is ये वाला वीडियो आप देख लीजिएगा. I would suggest इसको सर्च करना and please watch it because this is very, very, very important. है ना? United Nations environment से related. The next is International Yoga Day. Is on which day? And why do we celebrate on this day? And when? Since when? So when Modi ji came to power in 2014, he requested in United Nations General Assembly to have International Yoga Day. So the next year, since 2015, International Yoga Day is being celebrated. ठीक है, तो याद रहेगा. So since 2015, the United Nations is celebrating. Always remember, the United Nations का level का है. It's not only domestic level. 21st June, because on this day we are having summer solstice. अच्छा, एक चीज और पूछते हैं, ये बहुत थोड़ा सा स्टैंडर्ड हाई लेवल एग्जाम में पूछा था, लेकिन इस दिन पता है क्या होता है? You know which country is called as land of midnight sun? Anyone? इसको लिए पढ़ा जाता था. Because वहां एक दिन ऐसा होता है जब पूरे दिन भर में सूरज होता है. You will find a day actually in Arctic Circle on 21st June. You will find no night. रात नहीं दिखती है, पूरा दिन भर सनलाइट रहता है because of the tilt of the axis and all. So the answer is Norway. Yes, North Pole में. ठीक है. And that is summer solstice. We have the longest day in northern hemisphere. मैं क्यों बता रहा हूँ, एक बहुत प्रोमिनेंट एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आया था कि व्हाट इज 21st जून सो स्पेशल अबाउट. ठीक है, लैंड ऑफ मिडनाइट सन भी कहते हैं. रात में आपने सुना होगा, है ना, कि रात में जो है लैंड ऑफ मिडनाइट सन मतलब क्या हो, 12 बजे रात में भी सूरज है. यस, दैट्स द केस, व्हिच इज ऑफ कोर्स सरप्राइजिंग. अच्छा, इफ आई विल बी आस्किंग लैंड ऑफ राइजिंग सन, राइजिंग सन मींस सन राइजेस इन द ईस्ट, सो देयर शुड बी सम ईस्टर्न कंट्री. जैसे इंडिया में सबसे पहले सन कहां दिखेगा? अरुणाचल में, राइट, है ना. So you can say state if they are asking where it rises first, so you can say answer Arunachal. So similarly we are having Japan. Yes, okay, so land of rising sun is Japan because it is on the eastern side, so you will see the sunlight for the first time there in June in Japan. Okay, similarly in India we are having Arunachal. Okay, so these are the things. World Population Day is on 5 billion day बनाया गया था, so the right answer is 11th July, है ना. 1987 में 5 बिलियन हो गया था, but 1989 से आई थिंक बनाया जा रहा है. So 5 billion population. Now we are having how much population of the world? The world is having I think 8 billion population, है ना. And we ourselves are actually 1.4 के आसपास, 1.45 something like that. So we have actually beaten China also in this. So yes, Dharini, Namo, you are right. Please, the right answer. Kargil Vijay Divas, which day? इससे रिलेटेड ऑपरेशन पूछा था. यू नो, द ऑपरेशन वाज आस्क्ड इन MH CET. व्हाट आर द नेम ऑफ द ऑपरेशंस रिलेटेड विद करगिल विजय दिवस? Yes, 26 जुलाई 1999 को। ऑपरेशंस का नाम बताइए। एक तो एज पर रिमेम्बर सफेद सागर था जो कि एयरफोर्स का था, एंड ऑपरेशन इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग विजय करके था ना। तलवार नहीं था, तलवार तो शायद नेवी से रिलेटेड है, प्लीज चेक इट। ऑपरेशन सफेद सागर एंड विजय था। वंस प्लीज चेक इट, बट एज फार एज आई कुड रिमेंबर दिस इज द केस। ठीक है, द नेक्स्ट वन इज इंटरनेशनल टाइगर्स डे, and we are having tiger reserve. There is a National Tiger Conservation Authority. There is Project Tiger, and 1973, and that was brought and all. And now we are having protecting tigers. So the rise that we are seeing the rise in number of tigers and all. Right answer is 29th July. Okay. C is the right answer to this question. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. National Sports Day, and in whose memory we celebrate National Sports Day? इनके नाम पर खेल रत्न अवार्ड भी है. So we are having Major Dhyanchand. Most populated country, I think India. You should be answering. अच्छा वैसे देख रहे हो कि सेंसस नहीं हुआ है, but I think it would be India because international level पे they have I think recognized it. Let me check it since you are asking this question. Okay, most populated country according to United Nations. Have they recognized? Because generally UN वगैरह recognize करते हैं. If they have accepted it, then we have to accept this. I need to check it since you are asking it. But I think you should be answering India because a lot of almost all the articles came. जितने largest contributor will surpass China. अच्छा, ठीक है. But I think you should be answering. But I'll check once. ठीक है. खैर, the right answer is 29th August, and ये है मेजर ध्यानचंद खेल, मेजर ध्यानचंद के नाम पर, and we are having मेजर ध्यानचंद खेल रत्न award also. He is the right answer. ठीक है. The next is Teachers' Day celebrated on 5th September in the memory of whom, and what was his designation? उनका designation क्या था? हाँ, 5th September, but name of the person and the designation. He was a very important. He had a very important. He was a very important constitutional post holder. You can say Dr. S. Radhakrishna, first Vice President of India and second President of India. ठीक है. 2 times maybe. Okay, great. So that is what you should know. And Hindi Divas is on which day? First among Bharat Ratan winners. Yes, Namu. Very good. Great. Hindi Day कब मनाते हैं? September 1949. Constituent Assembly passed the resolution that Hindi would be considered as official language. है ना? So B is the right answer. Yes, Namo Dharini, you are right. B is the right answer to this question. Okay, that is what. Yes, great. The next one is World Ozone Day. When do we celebrate and why? Ozone will be found in which layer of atmosphere? Yes, very good. Namo and Dharani, you both are right. 16 September 1987. What happens? Montreal Protocol. Montreal is a place in Canada where a protocol is signed to phase out or to eliminate what we call it as ozone depleting substances like chlorofluorocarbon, etc. Where you will find layers में कौन से में stratosphere. Yes, Namo, very good. तो layers of atmosphere जो होता है troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere, जो second layer होता है यहाँ, here you will find stratosphere में. This is also asked in different exam. Ozone layer. So ozone का chemical formula क्या होता है? जैसे ऑक्सीजन को O2 होता है तो ओजोन को O3 होता है. ठीक है. That is what you should be knowing. It is the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. Air Force Day कब मनाया जाता है? On this day in 1932, British Indian Air Force was established. So now after the independence, we are having Indian Air Force. British what had gaya? Yes, the right answer is B, 8th October. Yes, Avani Mishra, you're right. 8th October is celebrated as Indian Air Force Day. So B is the right answer. Yes, great. UN Day कब मनाया जाता है? Very important. इससे रिलेटेड 4-5 और क्वेश्चन पता होना चाहिए. Where is the headquarter of UN? How many principal organ are there? Please tell me this. ये सब एकदम पता होना चाहिए, रटा हुआ होना चाहिए एकदम. UN Day कब मनाते हैं? Yes, Dharini, Namo, you are right. 24th October. न्यूयॉर्क में हेडक्वार्टर है. Very good. How many organs are there? 6 organs. Yes, Dharini, Namo, great. Yes, Avani Mishra, 24th October 1945 the UN came into force. And please tell me, who is the UN Secretary General? Means he belongs to which country? इससे रिलेटेड बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पूछा. UN Secretary General first कौन थे, ये सब बताओ. Please keep on telling, because this is a revision and you have to teach me. UN Secretary General is former Prime Minister of Portugal. His name is Antonio Guterres. Former Prime Minister of Portugal. And एक और क्वेश्चन आया था, फर्स्ट UN Secretary General. ये भी आया था इसी सब में किसी एग्जाम में. Trygve Lie, very good. So first UN Secretary General was Trygve Lie from Norway. Trygve Lie ऐसे करके नाम था. ठीक है. Yes, Anna. I have made a video on United Nations. Just search this. Anna, UN Career Launcher पे search करो, आपको मिल जाएगा. And please watch it if you have not watched yet. The next one is National Unity Day. कब मनाते हैं and in whose memory? There was a very famous personality, first Deputy Prime Minister of India, first Home Minister of India, Iron Man of India. And there are a lot of names, and I'm responsible for unity and all, right? Ensure that princely state should come under one roof, etc. So 31st October is the right answer. Yes. First Home Minister भी यही थे. Yes, Namo. Yes, right. तभी तो कर पाए, है ना. होम मिनिस्टर का तो रोल इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. Bismarck of India, different names यूज करते हैं. So D is the right answer. So D is the right answer to this question. ठीक है, तो ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. And 31st October 2019 को उनकी Statue of Unity was inaugurated. Statue of Unity कहाँ है? केवड़िया, गुजरात में ना, नियर नर्मदा रिवर के बगल में ना. That is what you should be knowing. The next one is World Legal Services Day. When do we celebrate and why? What is so special? मैंने पूरा क्लास लिया नालसा पर. Just search this on YouTube. Nalsa Career Launcher, no entrance. You will get a class for that. 9 November 1987. What happens? NASA established. Yes, Namo. Harini, very good. Implementation of Article 39 capital A. Very good. Namo, great. आप लोग तो बहुत अच्छा आता है. You are actually very much prepared. Okay, I'm very happy to see it. So I'm expecting a very good result from my students. Okay, I've made NALSA पे मैंने पूरा class लिया है, etc. and all. The next is National Education Day. किनकी यादें मनाते हैं? In whose memory? First Education Minister of India. ठीक है. Then longest. Yes, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Right. The right answer is B. 11 November is the right answer to this question. Yes, that will be Avani Mishra. Namo, you are right. So 11th November is this National Education Day. The next is Constitution Day. It was earlier called as Legal Day. 2015 and 16 से पहले, but now it is called as Constitution Day. When do we celebrate? 26 November. Why? Because 26 November 1949 is the date mentioned in preamble. Constitution was adopted and enacted. Adopted, enacted. These are the words mentioned in preamble on this day. But the Constitution fully came into force on 26 January 1950. 2015 में change किया गया था, right? So that is what also you should be knowing about. ये तो एकदम पता होना चाहिए Constitution Day, because of course For you, this is very, very important. Indian Navy Day. When do we celebrate? 3rd December, 4th December, 11th December, 19th. ये I think Operation Trident वगैरह किसी से related है. Related with I think 1971 war. Yes, 4th December. B is the right answer. Yes, Tarini, Avani, Mishra, Namo, you are right. And Operation Trident. हाँ देखो ये लिखा है. Operation Trident. 4th December. है ना? That is what you should be doing. B is the right answer. The next is human rights. ये इतना ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हम बता नहीं सकते. इतना बार रिपीट क्या हुआ. एक बार क्लैट ने पूछा, फिर एलेट ने पूछा, फिर एलेट ने कॉपी किया, फिर किसी और ने कॉपी किया. मेनी एग्जाम. बस मैं जब पीवाईक्यू उठा के देखता हूँ कि अच्छा लगता है कि मैंने कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मैंने क्वेश्चन मेकर इज मेकिंग ए क्वेश्चन, तो सब एग्जाम का क्वेश्चन उठाते हैं. अच्छा चलो ये पूछ देते हैं. And why? Because Universal Declaration of Human Rights was signed on this date, 1948. ये भी पूछा हुआ है. This is a CLAT PYQ. ये डेट पूछा है. एग्जैक्ट डेट. ठीक है, तो आप भाग नहीं सकते. ये सोचिए कि इतना एग्जैक्ट डेट कौन याद करेगा, बट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. यस, नमो धरणी, यू आर राइट. 10 December 1948. 10 December को there's a death anniversary of some famous person. कोई बता सकता है? Anyone? I'll be very happy to see. Okay, let me tell you. So basically, Nobel Prize is announced in the first week of October, but it is given on 10th December every year. Alfred Nobel, very good, Dharani. Great, Alfred Nobel. So इनकी डेथ हुई थी, तो इन्होंने डेथ से पहले कहा था that was his last will कि मेरी याद में एक अवार्ड देना है ना. These are the things की which should be given to those who have worked fantastic in their field, etc. हाँ, on his will. मतलब will मतलब होता है जो मरने से पहले वसीयत देते हैं या कहते हैं कि हाँ the last will, whatever you can say. So उसी दिन जो है एक्चुअली ह्यूमन राइट्स डे भी, और उसी दिन नोबेल प्राइज दिया जाता है. अनाउंस किया था अक्टूबर में, बट इट इज गिवन ऑन 10th December. ठीक है, सो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इट. तो दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड बी नोइंग अबाउट. सो अगर आप चाहो, इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन एनएचआरसी वगैरह. अच्छा, हु इज द चेयरमैन ऑफ एनएचआरसी? अभी रिसेंटली बनाया गया है. एंड एनएचआरसी चेयरमैन कैन बी एनी एक्स सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज. पहले होता था एक्स सीजीआई, बट नाउ द अमेंडमेंट हैज हैपेंड एंड नाउ any former Supreme Court judge can become the NHRC, National Human Rights Commission chairman. And it is a statutory body, so pata hoga, under protection of Human Rights Act. Who is the NHRC chairman? So इनका नाम जो है जस्टिस वी रामासुब्रमण्यम करके. प्लीज चेक द स्पेलिंग. सुब्रमण्यम थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे हो सकता है स्पेलिंग, बट प्लीज चेक इट. आई एम आस्किंग बिकॉज़ AILET ने 2 बार पूछा ये. In the last 5 years they have asked 2 times. ठीक है, so of course this can be repeated again, है ना, in any other exam. So this is all about today's class. Please subscribe to the channel, press the like button, share this video. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.